welcome to Off Talk Outdoors. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are doing something a little different. We're going to introduce to you guys our Off the Hook Outdoors cooking series. And Carly is going to be making today some of our flounder and spot that we caught on our trip down Ocean City. So she's going to make it two ways, and she's going to have two side dishes. She's going to be making rice and steamed vegetables. We're going to be making a breaded flounder dish and a plain flounder. And then we're going to add some spot into that also, because we caught a few spot on our trip. So this is going to be our first catch and cook. So stick around, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is make an egg wash. And so I'm going to grab a bowl, and I'm going to use 3 eggs. And I'm going to crack all 3 of them into the bowl. And this is going to be for our flounder and our spot. And then use a fork. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of milk. Just like that. And then I'm going to break all the yolks, and then I'm just going to whisk it. So then you're going to set that aside. And then we also have some seasoned breadcrumbs, but I'm going to be adding in a little bit of Everglades heat to add in some spice. And then I'm going to mix that up as well. I'm going to use a fork so I can toss it around. Just like that. Okay, so here is our fish. These are the spot fillets, and these are our 2 flounder fillets. These were filleted by our guide in Ocean City, but I'm just going to clean them up a little bit, and I'm going to turn them into 4 fillets. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 fillets out of my flounder. So the first thing that I'm going to do is cut the middle out. Just like that, on both sides. And then you're gonna have like a little strip in the middle, just like that, and then you can throw that part away. And then I'm gonna do this one first, so I'm gonna even it out a little bit. So I'm gonna cut the bottom and the top, just like that. And then I'm gonna cut each one of the sides, just a little bit of each one of the sides, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side, because there's some fatty pieces that you don't really want. And that's one of them. I'm going to set that over there. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. No, even it out just like that. And then I'm going to cut off the sides. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Okay, so while I have the cutting board out, I'm going to be cutting the lemons for the garnishes and the wedges for the fish. So I'm going to be cutting the lemon in half at first. And then I'm going to set the half aside. And then I'm going to cut it in half again. And this is for the wedges so you can squeeze the lemon on the fish. And then you're going to set that aside. And then you're just going to be cutting slices, and these are for the garnishes for the fish. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is bread the fish. So I'm going to spray my pan with olive oil. And then set that aside. And I'm going to take all of my spot and put it in the egg wash, and then I'm going to mix it so that it can get evenly coated. Now I'm going to take my fish and put it in the breadcrumbs and make sure that this is all evenly coated so that it's crispy. Now I'm going to put it on the pan, and I'm going to do the same thing with the flounder. So I'm going to take it, put it in the egg wash, make sure that it's evenly coated, and then put it in the breadcrumbs and make sure that the breadcrumbs are evenly coated on the fish. Okay, so now I'm going to be making the lemon fillets. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray the pan with olive oil. And I'm going to grab my fillets and put them on the pan. Then I'm going to add on some salt. And some pepper, only on one side because you don't want to over season them since it's a light fish. And then I'm going to grab my lemon wedges that we cut before, and I'm going to squeeze some of the lemon over all of the fish. And if you get any seeds, then I'll just pick them off after. Just like that. Now I'm going to put the fish in the oven at 375 for 30 minutes. And while that's baking, I'm going to make the rice and the vegetables. Now I'm going to start boiling the water for the rice. I'm going to fill this pot about a quarter of the way full. Then I'm going to bring it over to the stove, and I'm going to let it boil on medium. Now that our water's boiling, I'm going to add in our 2 bags of rice, and we're going to leave it in here for 10 minutes. And then we have our vegetables that we're going to steam in this pot for 10 minutes as well. Put on the lid and let that steam for about 10 minutes. Okay, so now our rice, fish, and vegetables are done. And I'm going to pull out the fish. It's the breaded one. And these are lemon.
Smells great. Let me take a look at them real quick here. There's our plain fish with the lemon. And there's our baked fish.
And now we're going to plate them. Now I'm going to plate our food. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our Everglades heat, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on the plates. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab our rice, and I'm going to make a bed of rice up here. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to do that on each plate, and I'm going to try and make an even amount of rice on each. Just like that.
Looks good.
Now I'm going to grab a piece of our lemon flounder, and I'm going to lay it on the bed of rice. And then I'm going to grab our pieces of breaded flounder, and I'm going to put it below it just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to grab our steamed vegetables. Oops. Down here. And again, I'm going to try and do even amounts on both plates. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a couple pieces of spot from, this is the breaded, and then we have the lemon. lemon slices from earlier, and I'm gonna put a piece of lemon on each one of the Flounder. And lastly, I'm gonna take a little bit of parsley flakes and sprinkle it on top of everything. And there we go.
Okay guys, well this is the test. It looks delicious. I'm anxious to taste it, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna dig in right now, and I'll let you know in a second.
I'm gonna
Looks great.
squirt the lemon.
This is the breaded flounder first.
You trying the breaded Flounder first?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It is?
Yeah. Very good. Vegetables.
It's good.
It's good. Now, I am gonna squirt some lemon on my plain fish here.
Already did.
And I'm even gonna put some on my spot. Let's taste this fish. With some of the rice. Mmm.
Just gonna try the fish by itself.
Yeah. The lemon fish is awesome. You did an awesome job.
Fish.
You like the lemon fish?
Well, I like that better than the bread.
You like it better than bread? I like both of them. But I can eat anything. I'm gonna take a piece of this spot.
This one, the lemon.
That's good.
It's more like fishy though. Like,
Yeah, the spot tastes a hair more fishy than the flounder.
Yeah.
Flounder's fantastic. Spot's okay.
Let
me take the breaded spot. Crispy.
I like this one better than the spot.
I like the breaded better. The heat, like on it, very good.
Yeah, I like the breaded spot better, but I like the lemon Flounder better.
Guys, well, everything was delicious. Thanks for joining us today. Please make a comment and let Carly know how she did on her first catch and cook. We will be bringing you more of the catch and cooks in the future. This is going to be a new series for us. If you like our channel, please hit the subscribe button, make a comment, hit that like button, and also hit the notifications bell so when we upload new videos and do giveaways, you'll get notified first. Thank you, and we'll see ya! If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please hit that off-hook logo, and thank you for your support.